What is up, guys? It's Cody Bauer back, and today we're going to be bringing you guys actually a repeat of a series we did in Madden NFL 13. It's something I really enjoy doing. It's called the Sim Tip of the Week, the Sim Concept of the Week. Basically, we're going to take a concept that is implemented into offenses in the real NFL. We're going to show you how to use it in Madden NFL 25 to to make it a little more effective. You know, some of the Sim tips, like the play slants or the wide receiver screens, those that work in real life don't always work in Madden for some reasons, and you know, we want to make a couple of adjustments and we can make it really work well for us. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at one of my favorite passing concepts in the NFL, and it's a play from Bill Walsh. It's called the Near Pro Texas play. It's actually not just from Near Pro. You can run it out of Near Y Left Twins. You can run it out of Split Back. You can run it out of, I think you can even run it out of Far Pro. So let's take a look at this play. We're just going to call Texas, and what I want to do is, you know, most teams will be coming out in pro personnel, such as 3-4 or 4-4 formations, or 4-3 even. And what we're going to do is we're just going to come out in a basic cover 4 so that we get access to the cover 3, the cover 2, the cover 1, and whatnot. So actually I think I might have, yeah, okay, we're good. So what the Texas passing concept is designed to do is it's basically a two-man window. You're trying to stretch the zone with Moyaki in order to create space for Jamar Charles to come underneath. And the beauty of these other routes is they really they complement the play very well. So with snap the ball, we're going to see this. And you see Jamar Charles is going to come underneath against that coverage, which is an amazing play. But the problem is in Madden 13, something we can't, or Madden 25, we cannot simulate what happens if a user defender is using that route. So let's just, for example, simulate here in practice mode. We're going to put Johnson here in a quarterback spy just to act like they were using him and he went with Jamar Charles. Now the play is supposed to work like this. If they go down with that, we could throw that seam pass to Moyaki. The problem is, guys, if they're running man coverage, that's not always the case. So here we're going to go to two-man under. And you're going to see that this route to Moyaki against two-man under, it used to beat man coverage very effectively. Now you have to wait a little bit. You can get sacked with the great pass rush that's been implemented into this game. It's not as effective as it was last season, but here at the pass lead down, you see that he can still get that space on a linebacker. That's why you want to get those elite tight ends. But you see here, Jamal Charles, snap go, and you're going to see come underneath. You want to pass lead that down, and he's going to be able to beat his man as well. So just depending on where you're at on the field, you could use these plays. What I like to do is I like to implement a little bit of a different route combination in this play to make it a little more effective. So what I like to do is I like to put Dwayne Bowe on a comeback route like this. I like to put Baldwin here on a smart routed out route. If I cannot smart route the out route to go 10 yards, I'll put him on a curl. And what we're going to do basically is we create a couple of extra concepts in conjunction with the Texas concept. So we're going to motion Sherman out to the left side of the screen. When we do that, he flexes himself out as a tight end. We're going to snap, and you see if they're in a cover 4, we could just throw it to him quick and get the ball out of our hands. Sometimes I also like to wheel him. It seems like they react to the ball a little bit better in that situation. So here, let's show you this again. So we're going to actually put Sherman on a wheel, and we're waiting. Sometimes the smart route takes a little bit this year. So we're going to motion Sherman out, we put him on a wheel route, snap, go. And you see they're in cover 4, so we know that we can hit Sherman on the outside. That's our first read on this play. You know, some people love the Texas concept, but the problem is you can get what's called tunnel vision. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that in some of our other videos. But basically what tunnel vision is where you only look at one part of the play. A play has 5 routes. You know, if you're only looking at 2 of them, you're wasting 3 receivers. So, you know, why not block them? Or why not just take them out of the play altogether? So if you want to have 5 guys out on a route, you want to go ahead and look at every single option that you could have on a play. So in a situation like this, where they may be, say they're in like cover 3. Okay, so we're going to audible to a cover 3. We're going to still motion Sherman out on the wheel like this, and we're going to snap go. He's our first read. Oh, he's covered. Okay, then I can hit the out route on the outside on the left. The beauty of this is that little route combination right there can beat every single zone coverage in the game. Okay, so here we're going to go to a cover 2, and we're going to motion Sherman out. We may not know it's cover 2, but snap go. Okay, gets bumped. There's a flat defender on the outside there, and you see we can hit that out route. Now, some people like to put Sherman on just a swing route. I like the wheel route for just because it gets upfield a little better, but it is a little bit more effective, I think, to put him on that flat route, just because he will hold. But at the same time, it's not as effective. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about. So if we snap throw this flat route, if I can get the wide receiver to go to on his route, snap throw the flat route, you see he doesn't get upfield as much as he does on the wheel route. He still gets upfield, so it's just a minor, minor preference thing for me. But I like him on the wheel. Okay, so the next read is we're going to show you that, and you saw against that last time against the cover 2, it did a little bit better job of covering the play. So what we're going to do is, and this is where this is where the Texas passing concept comes in. Snap, go. Oh, they're in cover 2. Look at how much space Jamal Charles has coming underneath the field. And that's why the Texas concept is great, but that's why we implement more concepts, because what's going to happen is, and this is what makes this play truly almost unguardable. If they're in a cover 2 sink, and what a cover 2 sink looks like is this right here with the yellows on the outside. Watch what happens with this play. And this is kind of the way most people will defend curl flats, is by calling cover 2 sink. So at the snap of the ball, we motion our guy out, we have everything looking good, we try to throw that out route, and you see that the yellow gets out there and makes the interception. So how do we know that we're not going to want to throw that? Well, you saw there, he looked back at the quarterback, he wasn't in a man coverage, it was obvious they were in a cover 2 sink at the snap of the ball. So what we need to do is, instead of just getting tunnel vision and only looking to the curl flat concept, this is why the Texas concept is so effective. We look there, okay, and you see, look what happens. If we throw the flat route, it's not going to get but maybe 2 or 3 yards. That's not really an effective play. That's why cover 2 sink is what most people like to use to stop plays like curl flats. But the beauty of this play is we're not only running the play curl flats, we're running a concept curl flats in a play called Texas, which means we have 2 other concepts on this play that we can use. So snap, go. Okay, that's not open. But you see the Texas route now breaks wide open over the middle of the field, and we get 15, 20 yards up the middle of the field. Very effective, and something that a lot of people don't take the time to really master their progressions. And I sometimes fall into that category early on in the season. So you see here, and then the last thing I want to show you this is against man coverage. The curl flat concept on the left side of the screen opens up the Texas passing concept, because you see that will also beat the man coverage. The out route will beat man coverage. You just want to throw it when he breaks. So the beauty of the Texas is not only that it is a great concept in and of itself, but also it really does make a play like curl flats, which we can create with our hot routes, virtually unguardable, because we can hit that running back out of the route. So what I would say for progression purposes is we read the curl flat concept. So we go triangle, square, then we go to X, and then we go to R1. So let's call a situation where the first 2 are going to be bottled up. So snap, go. Okay, that's bottled up. Okay, he goes deep. I can hit Charles on the backside. And then what I like to do, and this is a situation that you'll see a lot of, is a play like a zone blitz. And what people will do is they'll blitz out of cover 2. So, for example, if we blitz out of cover 2 here, we're going to just set up a blitz that will probably come in. We're going to overload the left side line of the blitz here. So I'm just going to hold this guy here because I know that that'll work. So people are going to send pressure, and I'm known for that as well. So what's going to happen here on this cover 2, if you take a look here, and this is where you got to get your progressions down, this is why you have to be working on this, is when we motion him out, the flat zone is now going to take away our initial read, but you see we can hit that out route now. The flat zone won't go that far because we have the flat route. So the beauty of this is you could beat every coverage in the game if you make the correct read. So now it becomes a task on you to get good. Now the last read on this play is if everything's bottled down and they just do a great job and confuse us, we have that comeback route on the backside that's going to beat man-to-man coverage. Also, guys, if you want to go an extra step with that comeback route, this season it's very effective for beating almost every coverage in the game with a user catch animation like that you can get. And if you guys want to check out our user catch guide, it will be coming sooner later on in the week. It's actually going to be our tip of the week this week. It's one of the most effective ways to a lot of people have put out videos on how to user catch comeback routes, and this is actually one of the more effective. I think that the way I do it is a little bit more effective. It's a little bit easier to learn, and it can actually beat zone as well. Some of the peoples can't beat zone and man, so you just want to work on that user catch. You're rarely ever going to have to go into that, but in a maximum coverage defense situation, it may be a possibility that you have to go into your user catch. That's why you work on those, so that you get animations like that, so that you continue to move the ball upfield. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like the video. It really helps me out. Also, the biggest thing you could do to help me share these videos is copy the video link. So copy the URL at the top of the screen, paste it into your Twitter, and say, my man Cody Ballard is posting great tips over at his YouTube channel. Be sure to check him out. That is the biggest thing you can do to help me. If you guys would love to, if you guys are looking for ways to help me get bigger or help me get better, that's the biggest thing that you can do to help me. And also leave your feedback in the comments below. What would you do with this play? What would you do differently in the video? Is there a different way you would commentate? Let me know so that I can adjust my commentary and my stuff to your needs and to your benefit. Thank you guys so much. This is all for you. I literally have not gotten paid anything for this. So this is all for you guys. This is me sharing my knowledge of the game. So don't leave hate comments because I'm not doing this because I'm trying to make money. I'm doing this because I love the game and I love talking football. So anyways, that's all I wanted to say, guys. I just wanted to let you know that I'm not doing this for selfish reasons. So anyways, lastly, guys, I really appreciate your support. I really appreciate everything that you could do. If you guys would like to get involved, some of you guys have messaged me. You love the game, but you don't have a PVR. That's perfectly okay. Just message me and we will work something out to get you involved in my YouTube channel, to get you involved in what I'm doing. So some of you guys have content. I mean, I've played some of my subscribers and they've actually had some pretty good schemes, and some of which I haven't taught. So definitely hit me up if you guys want to get involved. You're more than welcome to. Just send me that email, and the email is in the description below. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. That's all I got for you guys today. Sim Tip of the Week, Episode 1. Thank you guys so much. Make sure to come back for Episode 2 next week, or we have daily content every day, Blitz of the Days, Scheme of the Weeks, all that's coming hot, coming in really good. Madden 25, we're starting to get everything rolling now. The computer's actually working for me now, so it's going to be an amazing opportunity for me to share with you guys. I really appreciate the opportunity. That's all I got for you guys. I'll see you on the sticks.